It's interesting little device being made by our pals at Analogue. Our pals. We brought up Analogue before. You remember the Analogue NT? The Famicom with 4-player ports. They took the guts out of Famicom, made it basically an anodized aluminum NES with HDMI out. I remember that guy. It's Famicom and an NES in one. I remember more recently the 24 karat gold NT. That sold out. They sold all 10 of them. Well, holy shit. I was right. Or at least I was closer than Ian was about how many would sell. I said about 7. He said less, I think. They sold their 10 Analogue NT 24 karat gold plated, remember, not solid gold, for $5,000 with probably a markup of about $4,500. So good on you, Analogue NT. You just made $45,000 extra profit on those. I'm not gonna, deny your capitalistic ways. But this is a cool device coming out. They should be sponsoring me, but I actually think this is cool. It's called the Retro Receiver for your NES. It's a wireless receiver. It looks like someone cut off a plug from an NES controller, and you plug that in to your NES, and you now have a Bluetooth receiver for your NES, and it works with any original NES model or any aftermarket system. And they partner with 8-Bit Do. 8-Bit Do are the ones that are actually, looks like they're making it. And you know what? I will probably buy this at some point. It's $19.99, and it allows you to use any wireless controllers that are Bluetooth supported. Or you can also use it on Windows or Mac OS. Looks like there's a little mini USB on here too. Woo, okay. I am down. Yeah, all right. It has a built-in CPU and a flash memory chip with upgradable firmware, multiplayer capability for 2 to 4 players. Okay, that takes care of a lot of cool issues like you can use this then instead of a 4-score, or actually NES Satellite, which is wireless. And, you can use a PS4, PS3, Wii Remote, Wii U Pro, or all of the other controllers put out by this 8-Bit Do company, which I'm not too familiar with at the current time. So, yeah, it's a great idea. I mean, we've Bluetooth is almost like the catch-all sort of response to wireless at this point, where it's cross-compatible. And the fact that this is 2 to 4 players is really great. No wires. Then, of course, you need 4 wireless controllers. Like in the picture here, there's like this, it must be an 8-Bit Do controller where it looks like an NES controller, but it's wireless, and there's 4 buttons, a Y and an X. It looks like maybe for turbo functions on a cool little cross thing, and there's a B and A. So, yeah, I would pick this up. If I can use this on a computer, too, on an emulator, yeah, fantastic. Use that big old Wii U controller. Wii U Pro controller. Those are fine. Those are always good. Those Pro controllers. Use it on your emulators on your computer via. It's like a USB. Is that a USB? Yeah. Are they calling it a USB? X input. Oh, that's Mac OS, but it supports Windows. Yeah. Screw it. It is a USB. It's a USB. Damn it! I said it 4 times in a row. System compatibility. Oh yeah, all original NES, Analogue NT, all systems with an NES style controller port. PS3, PS4, Wiimote, Wii U Pro. The 8-Bit Do controllers and arcade sticks. Additional buttons mapped to turbo on all controllers. Compatible with 2 to 4 retro receivers for multiplayer games. There you go. Bluetooth. It's directly powered from the NES controller port. People forget that the controller port actually had power to it, which is why, the NES 4-score actually could work. There wasn't any batteries you needed for that one, and the satellite you needed for it, but that was for the actual, not for the wireless receiver, but for the satellite, the actual separate portion. There you go. Check it out. I just sold you 7. I just sold 7 of these for you, Analog and 8-Bit Do. It's at playasia.com. I think it's interesting. And I think for $20, you know, nice reasonable price for something like this. And it could be the last retro receiver, Bluetooth receiver you ever need. What am I doing? A freaking infomercial like for blenders? It'll be the last blender you ever need. Well, I'm an idiot.